dude, man. I mean, I know you already seen these, but I wanna show them off again, man. Since we have you, we got the watches and stuff like that. Last week was 3 Minute in the Basement's comic swap, right?
Yeah.
And it was pretty fun, man. I got to chill with Josh for a little bit.
It was fun until the end. I forgot. I never even told any of you guys this story, so I don't even know if it got back to you yet. So at the end, you know how we were up on that raised platform, right?
Oh, I heard.
Yeah. Who'd you hear that from?
Where the fuck did I hear that from? I heard. I think Murph.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sam fell right off, broke his hip.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
Dude, at first we thought he hit his head. We heard a crack. Me and Nick heard the crack.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, it's his phone. I'm like, nah, there's a difference when a bone breaks. If you've heard a bone break before, it's not like a normal like breaking of it's this sickening.
Yeah. Well, he'd be all right because 3 Men in the Basement, they got money, man. So he's taking care of. Oh man, but I wanted to show off a couple of things, man. I've been getting into sports cars, back into sports cars and stuff like that. And there was actually like one vendor with two guys that was selling on at the table. They were selling sports cars, and they had some football cards and not much basketball cards. But I picked up 3 Luka cards, man. Some Luka Doncic cards or whatever, which is pretty cool. Just go through them real quick, And then the one I picked up that I thought was pretty damn cool was those RJ Barry signature card. It's an 8, but I could care less about the grade. It was more about the signature. And I saw these. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is a rookie Barry Bonds, 87 Barry Bonds.
Dude, Barry Bonds was I'm telling you, the Pirates were my team.
And a Bo Jackson. Yeah, I was talking to your boy Richie, and he was telling me that he's not doing so good recently, man. Bo Jackson, he got the hiccups, man.
Oh yeah. He had hiccups for like 4 straight months or something like that.
They don't know what's
went away though. I think they did go away.
Did it go? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
good.
I think I forget what they prescribed him. Some weird medication that like is for like seizures. I'm not saying it's for a seizure. It's something like you would never think that's what it is, or maybe it is for seizure medication. I can't remember. I just heard it the other day. Yeah,
but that's crazy. Imagine just having the hiccups just nonstop. Oh, that shit would fucking kill me, bro.
Yeah. I mean, there's been quite a number of cases like that. Can you imagine? How do you sleep?
Yeah. Oh man. But and shout out to Manny for hooking me up some cards, man. Got a Yankee card here. Got an Aaron Judge card he looked out for. Kevin Knox card too. So shout out to him, man. Great. Shout out to Manny for that, man. But yeah, man, had a good time. At the 3 Men in the Basement comic swap. The weather was shit. That traffic was crazy. We got there like in 2 hours and change. I think a little over 2 hours. It took us from New York to Connecticut to get to. But yeah, man, shout out to Otto, Chinmo, Roger Levesque, all them guys over there at 3 Men in the Basement for hosting, man. I think that's a pretty good job that they do hosting those comic swaps. I think they do a good job. And honestly speaking, I know last year people were complaining about the DJ with the music and all that stuff being loud. I didn't go, but this year I thought the DJ was pretty cool.
Yeah. It wasn't loud at all. Yeah.
So, and then the food was fucking great. Oh man, I don't know what's the name of that truck, but yo,
I don't know what he puts in his fries. I don't know if it's adobo or whatever the fuck he's putting on those fries. It's so good.
It was something Hispanic because it was a Hispanic truck. You know what I mean? So shout out to my Latinos over there, man, whipping it up, man. Had the pastelitos, the empanadas and shit. Oh, it was so amazing. It was good, man. So shout out to those guys, man. And yeah, man, that's kind of a recap of what I picked up. I didn't pick up really nothing unless it's sneakers and y'all not into sneakers or whatever. What you been up to? What you pick? Did you pick up anything?
What?
Did you pick up anything in the comic swap?
I did not.
You didn't. Nope. But you sold some stuff. Well, you sold that one big book to Biggs.
Yeah, it's not a big book, but
to him it is.
Okay. Yeah, I sold that book. I sold the book before the show, and
what book was that?
Believe it or not, it was the Spider-Man Unlimited #1 9/8 double cover that I had.
Okay.
Like
you've been seeing that for a while, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it just goes to show you put things up. eBay is like the ultimate like place to sell. It is because eventually your shit will sell there. somebody's gonna want it. As weird as it is, as
Wait,
maybe unlikable as you think it is, it will go eventually.
you're saying eBay?
Yeah.
eBay? Oh, what not? What not? eBay? eBay? You mean eBay? Oh, eBay. eBay. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
not
eBay is ultimate now, and once eBay and they've been doing these live auctions off and on. I think it's just too much chaos when it comes to that. When it comes to eBay, because it's like, how do you control like 30,000 people in your
See,
stream?
I literally just said the same thing to Wink about, you know, is this and maybe this is why they're not going forward, you know, with their live services as much as they had already intended to, where it's like, look, you have 17,000 people in an auction. To a normal buyer, who, like, do you ever think you're going to have a legitimate chance to buy something?
Yeah, true.
The prices are going to be crazy high. You know, you know, a lot of these live service models, for whatever reason, I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of really any of them. I'm sorry. That's not a knock on anybody. It's just, it's not my bag at all.
Yeah,
It isn't.
it was like the last live auction that eBay was hosting. I think they were doing some Star Wars. I forgot what it was, and I forgot how many people was on streaming, and the fucking feed
Yeah,
was
it's flying
going
by.
crazy.
It doesn't work. And like with eBay, it's like, why break a model that has been working for you for almost 30 years?
Yeah,
You know?
So I think eBay's playing it smart, kind of like holding back a little bit on that. And I mean, because honestly speaking, eBay, regardless whether the live stream or the auctions or the regular auctions, it's gonna they're gonna stay in tall, man. You know, that's it.
Yeah, but think about this for a minute, right? Like, what happens if, you know, eBay looks at this and they see these live service models, which eventually it happens with everything. It happens on YouTube, it happens on whatnot, where everyone gets sick and tired. It's usually like a year and a half ish period, and prices are affected by that. Okay, and they really start to drop. And now eBay is literally affecting its own bottom line because things in general are going for less in the live auctions, which eventually translate over to their actual website and those 7-day auctions, and things start going for less there. I just have a feeling, like I said, I was just talking with Wink about this, where I think it doesn't make sense to them. I think somebody or some people have really run these numbers and are like, this doesn't. It might be good in the beginning, but it's not for the long term.
Well, they it's not like they kind of like going full steam ahead with it. That I feel like they're kind of more like a beta. It's like testing, more like, you know, more.
Yeah, but this was supposed to be out, I think, last year, like past, like open.
Yeah,
not still testing.
I feel like they're not feeling it. I don't think they're gonna do so well in that. I feel like. But whatever. But yeah, guys, welcome to CBSI Friday FOC with East Meets West, man. And your boy here, Joker, is feeling okay, man, right now, man. I heard my man Josh Hart is about to get an extension on the Knicks, so I'm feeling happy about that. And I'm here with Josh, man. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, what's up? I don't know if I'm sick.
You sound
or if it's just allergy. I thought it was allergies, but I think I'm sick. Like, I've had a bunch of different, like, not major, but just really tired. I've had a sore throat that has gone on and off. I sound congested. I don't really feel it.
Yeah.
Little bit of like kind of feverish, kind of. I don't know what's.
Yo, I don't want to turn this into anything like clickbait or like politician shit or whatever. You know, I'm not getting into that shit. But I've read some shit today that, you know, let's just say that I feel that COVID is not gone yet. You know, it might make a comeback. So just be careful. Stay, you know, clean your hands. Right?
I always clean my hand. I mean, I've
told everybody out there. You know what I mean?
I have COVID twice. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I have it again. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
The last time I had it, I mean, it barely
felt it. Yeah,
at all. I mean, I felt normal almost the entire time. I missed Christmas, which sucked.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So what we got here, man? What's this for? What week? What days?
So this is a short week, so we could talk about some other things all during, because there's only 11 slides because you got Memorial Day, so no DCs. And also, this usually happens when it lines up with the 5th week of a month also. So this is for Monday, May 29th, even though that is Labor Day, I think that still will go off for Marvel and the Independents through Diamond on Monday the 23rd. And sort of news recently, Image also leaving Diamond. You saw?
I
So
mean,
the
are you
last
are you
one.
are you surprised, bro?
No. I'm surprised that they didn't leave sooner, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean,
It couldn't happen to, better people. I'll tell you that at
so
Diamond.
so who's the only one standing with Diamond right now?
Well, I read some articles. I can't remember. Well, first of all, you got to remember that Diamond, you can still get all your books through Diamond if you so choose. It's just like going through two middlemen. You know what I mean? Like before, Diamond would be supplied directly from the publisher's printing place,
Yeah.
right? Now, like Diamond still has to get their DC books through Lunar. So now it's going through two extra steps, kind of. Or at least to my knowledge, that's what happens.
I mean, makes sense. Yeah.
So I mean, I think that they were trying to sign a like their big deal with Whatnot.
What Diamond?
Yeah. To be like their number one, which is,
I
I
think
mean,
that's just a mistake to happen, but whatever.
I think that's a mistake on a bunch of different fronts, but
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know. I mean, Diamond's been a long, eventually things go out of business. It's unfortunate sometimes, but it's the way of the world. It's the way of human, They
Yeah.
had their time.
Yeah, I get
And honestly, they are the reason for their own demise. I mean, everything was in their hands. This wasn't just they were doing a good job and these companies found cheaper ways and da 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 da. It's for a bunch of different reasons. Their customer service is terrible. The way they treat books is terrible. Still to this day is terrible. I can't even imagine like how they actually treat like DC and Marvel and so. I mean, when a lot of people, when you get on top, you just think you're untouchable and you can do whatever you want, especially when you've been doing it for 30 fucking years or however long it's been.
Yeah.
You almost challenge them, dare them to go somewhere else because you don't think they're going to do it. Because, like, for example, I think DC already did it one time. Was it DC or Marvel? I can't remember. One of them, I think Marvel, went away from them for a while and then came back. So,
whatever. Fuck them.
yeah, I agree. Fuck them. I mean, I feel bad for the innocent people there, but
Yo, dude. We want to talk. We got some time if you want. We could talk a little bit about the PlayStation.
Oh, the conference.
Yeah, we could talk about that if you want. You want to talk about it now? Or
Did you watch that Spider-Man?
I did watch that Spider-Man gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo,
Yeah.
can I say that's gonna be the game? Can I say game of the year?
It's not gonna be game of the year.
Nah, probably not because what was it? The Resident Evil, right? The Resident Evil.
No, Zelda's gonna be the game of the year.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, then again, right to me because I haven't played Zelda. Right? I don't know nothing about Zelda, but if you played all these games, so if you think Zelda's gonna win, then I guess Zelda's gonna win.
I think Zelda's gonna win regardless of how I feel about it.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the Spider-Man game, the trailer was fucking just so dope. The gameplay looks amazing. I like the switch off between Miles and Spider-Man. I think that's
glad it's not co-op.
Would you want it to be co-op?
No, absolutely not.
So I think PlayStation did a good thing.
Yeah.
The Craven looks crazy sick. The symbiote kind of gives me the vibe of that Spider-Man 3 movie from Sam Raimi. I don't know. This is my feeling, The Miles suit is amazing.
Did you see them zoom past your house?
Yeah, I saw the projects. You saw it?
Yeah, you saw it?
Yeah, so I thought that shit's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's a good game, man. Spider-Man 2. I can't wait. It's supposed to drop September, if I'm not mistaken.
No, there's no date on it. It just says fall.
Fall. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Fall 2023. But what about the hand? I mean, are you excited about the handheld or not really?
Eh. I mean, only because it's new tech. I've never understood what PlayStation's fascination is with remote play. I've never understood it for the life of me. Because this isn't just like a streaming, from what I know, this isn't just like some streaming thing. Maybe it gets connected to PlayStation Now, but you're still going to have an internet connection, or you're going to have to stream from your PlayStation 5 to this device.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they don't, like, people are begging for a new Switch right now, an upgraded Switch, a more powerful Switch.
From what I've heard, I heard that they're more focusing on a home console, Nintendo.
Yeah, but okay, but the thing is they've got the handheld space on lock.
I know.
I mean, I don't know why someone just doesn't come out with a look. This is a $800 handheld PlayStation. It would sell. This isn't like 2006 when the PS3 got announced for $599 and everyone lost their fucking shit. You know, we're way past that now. I'm sorry, consoles can be more than $400.
Yo, that's how
$500.
much PlayStation 3 was, $599. I try to look back.
Dude, you don't remember that?
I don't remember that, bro.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. When this is a perfect example of
And I had a
being on
PlayStation
top
3. So.
and getting cocky, right? PlayStation. Think about how good PlayStation 2 was. They killed
the best. One of the best
Killed
consoles.
it.
One of the best consoles.
The highest selling console. Killed it. They thought they could come out and do no fucking wrong. Well, we'll come out and we'll announce whatever price we want, and people are going to pay it. Dude, they came out and they got slaughtered for that E3 conference. And then what happened? The next generation. PS3 caught up at the end to Xbox 360 because Xbox 360 kind of took over at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, it leveled off and PS3 actually took it over. And PlayStation was riding this wave that carried them into the PS4, and Microsoft came in, and that E3 conference in 2013 was the worst, maybe the most disastrous E3 conference that anyone has ever had, where they came out and they almost fucking destroyed their brand. Because, you need to be connected to the internet all the time, and the whole DRM thing, and you can't, share game. And PlayStation just came out the next day and just capitalized on all of it. I'm telling you, if you want to watch something, go back and watch the whole history on E3 2013. It is just astonishing. And that PlayStation conference, when they just said they came in $100 under the Xbox One. They did that commercial of, here's how you share games on the PlayStation, and it was literally Adam Boyes and Shuhei Yoshida literally taking a game and going here and giving it to like the other one, like just fucking spanking Microsoft like across the fucking stage, and everybody in the crowd and on YouTube chat just going bonkers for it. Yeah. But that's what happens when you feel that you're too big and you can do no wrong. Sometimes you got to get G-checked, You did?
But yeah, talking about E3, what about E3 now, though? No.
What a shame.
Yo, right? Like, it's just crazy that nobody even want to touch that shit anymore. You know what I mean?
It's over. I mean, they just need to cancel. I mean, and it's really sad because E3 used to be so special. I would take off. I did it for like 6 years, like a week from work, to just stay at home, do nothing. And I would have E3 up on literally about 8 screens in like different channel, like all over the place, just the press conferences, coverages, everything. It was such a special thing. Like it really was. And that's just, it doesn't exist anymore. Like the live reaction of the crowd, to like that, I think it was 2006 with the Twilight Princess trailer with Zelda.
Yeah, but I give you this, when it comes to like a show like E3, it is dope because you get to see multiple, just not just a PlayStation event, right? You get to see what Nintendo's doing, you get to see what they're doing over here in Xbox, Microsoft. But that being said, I kind of dig how places doing their own thing, Microsoft got their own thing. It's pretty cool. Like nobody's really stepping on each other's toes. You know what I mean?
I get it, but like, there's that healthy competition is good.
No, I
You know
dig.
what I mean?
I dig.
And when they're going like consecutive days, Microsoft would go on Sunday. PlayStation would go on Monday night. There would be a couple of the bigger third parties, Ubisoft in there. And then Nintendo would go Tuesday morning. It was just so fucking good. But let's talk about these books real quick because we're 20 minutes in, and then we can talk about that at the end. We'll break it up a little bit.
My bad, bro. Yeah, true. I wasn't good. I had a good time talking shit, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I love it, too. But make sure you go over to comicbookinvest.com for all your comic book needs. We already said this is a little bit different show. It's a very, very short show this week, guys, in terms of books. So,
all right, let's see.
All right, so we got Invincible, new printing of a trade paperback, which is weird considering the fact that they just came out with not an omnibus, but a hardcover. I think 25 issues was in, or 50, I can't remember. But this is only issues 1 through 7. I've never read Invincible. I've been told to read it.
If it's anything like the show, man, because obviously it is, right? I think it's a good pickup. I think this is a good pickup to have. I've never read Invincible, but me watching the show, I think this is pretty cool. I would like to see more in details because, obviously in comic books, there's more, story to it or whatever. This has got to be like a $15 book, $20 book.
17.
17? Okay, there you go, man. I think this is a good pickup to get. I guess they hyping up for season 2. They're getting you prepped. And, yeah, man, Invincible is just a very good show. I think you should watch. I think you'll like it, Josh.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 25-second print. Kind of. What?
I said nothing much to say about this.
Yeah, we've already spoken enough on Spider-Man. I understand why, but I don't understand why at the same time. That being said, you don't get too many Amazing Spider-Man second prints. You just don't. So
yeah. Yo, Hallows Eve?
What about it? Read it. Good. Really good.
I read it.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Really?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was good, but I feel like the first couple issues were more better.
Okay, I get that. But you weren't really reading Amazing Spider-Man at the end of Volume 5 that much with the whole Beyond Corporation and stuff. So I get, like, if you have no connection to the actual story that goes back.
Yeah.
I really am digging it. I really am.
Yeah.
By the way, no DC this week, but I got caught up on 2 issues. You know what was really good? Like, I don't know why. Not to say that this book isn't good, but it just really hooked me, surprisingly, is Nightwing.
All right. So I read Nightwing. I read it. What do you think?
103 and 104. My opinions on the Teen Titans. I actually like these 2 issues. I really did.
You know what's crazy? I'm the opposite, bro. Like you like it, and I think all right. You know what? I take this back. It was good. Just felt cheesy. How about that?
I agree. Yes, there are 100. And I was thinking about that at the time I was reading it too, which was today. It's good, but yes, there are moments in it, and very Tom Taylor like moments.
Yes. I agree.
In the book that are, like the whole, like the whole Neron giving Nightwing like Superman powers. But it kind of works. It's cool. It is easy.
Yeah. It's that being said, with Nightwing having his superpowers, being Superman, and then him bumping into Superman, and Superman wanted to show him certain things, and like it was just, it's like you said, it didn't feel like a Tom Taylor book, and I don't know, man. Listen, man, Tom Taylor can never get away from Superman. His favorite character is Superman, so he's gonna throw Superman somehow, some way, and it showed big time in this issue. Pretty cool concept of Nightwing having powers, though.
The other corny thing though is, Blockbuster's daughter.
Yeah,
her superhero Nightbuster.
Nightbuster.
Yeah.
Cheesy, a little cheesy, but
I did really like the shit with the demons. I really did. Like, don't get me wrong. I love like demonic shit, like in other works and stuff. To me, it's just something that never really fits to me in the like the main Marvel universe or the main DC universe. But this wasn't that bad.
Like, all right, in my opinion, it was okay. Like the art was cool between the demons, Neron and what Trigon, right? Trigon.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, whatever. But the dialogue between them is like they were bitchy. Like, hey, why?
Yo, you know what was I found really weird? Why in the fuck does like Neron's tower in hell, which is exactly like what you would picture it to look like, it's got computers at the top of it?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Like old ass computers that are connected to the internet. What?
I don't know, but yeah. That being said, it was alright. It was alright. Cheesy, okay. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing. You know what I'll compare it to in a way? It's not this bad, but like Amazing Spider-Man 25.
Okay.
Not a great story, but the things that it did in the story wrapped up a lot of loose ends. And I'm not saying that Nightwing wrapped up a lot of loose ends, but it made a not that good of a story a little bit better.
And good news is that the Titans are done with, I guess, for now, I guess. And they're going to jump into their own book after this. So this is the last time you've seen them in Nightwing for now.
Yeah, which Titans 1 is already out. I read that. And
I didn't read that.
yeah, remember I told you they killed
Yeah.
Wally West?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing Spider-Man 28. The new and improved Dr. Octopus takes his upgraded tentacles for a rampage through Oscorp. Can the deadliest Doc Ock ever be stopped? I bet he can be.
I'm reading this, so we'll see.
Well,
who's the artist again on this now? Because you said Romita's out, right?
Ed McGuinness. I don't know if he's out, but he's out for a while, I think. At least. Ed McGuinness is on it now.
Okay, I'm digging it because I like Ed McGuinness art, so.
Yeah, I like it better than John Romita. I'll tell you that.
Big time.
I don't understand the Stormbreaker cover. I don't give a shit about She-Hulk joining the Avengers. What that has to do with Spider-Man, I don't know.
I don't know either. Next.
Avengers #1, second print. I guess it did well enough to get a second print. And, of course, as is Marvel's new thing, we will give you a version 1 in 25 of a... either 1 in 25 from the first print or just a regular variant from the first print, which is both making second prints undervalued and also making the original first prints undervalued.
I was just about to say that. I mean, this is a discussion we've been going on for the couple of years, right? For now, right? Like I don't like it. I'm not digging it. I think there's a little cheesy, kind of like what Marvel's doing, both Marvel and DC, if they do that. I'm not much DC though, more Marvel. Okay,
but here's the thing though. Like, I don't know why they don't. I understand they don't want to commission new artwork for it. I get that. Go back to what you guys were doing forever. Go pull one of the interior pages and make it a cover.
I agree, but I don't like this idea of making a second print 1 in 25.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't like that either. And they're doing it way too often.
Yeah, because honestly speaking, man, just do it the first print. First print one. Again, this is what I mean. This is my opinion. If you're gonna have a first appearance or something big happen in a book, I don't know what's going on in this Avengers #1 book. Have your A cover with whoever's on the A cover, and have your B cover if there's a B cover, and then have your 1 in 25. But your second print shouldn't be more than cover price.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Yeah. Carnage Reigns Omega #1, and they just put out the this cover. I'm looking at it right now, even though it says not final art. It's in black and white. It looks like it's pretty fucking dope too. Here's another thing I don't understand why Marvel does this. This whole fucking Alpha and Omega shit. It's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid.
I agree.
Knock that shit off. This is a conclusion. I don't even know why they I mean, the actual story is actually not that bad. I don't understand why they needed to do have this happen, with Carnage, in Carnage Reigns, and then in Miles. Like, why can't you just have it happen in both their books? Why do you have to have another offshoot of it?
No,
I don't know.
Stupid. That's what that is.
Yeah.
But one book that I did read, I don't think you read, is the Nick Fury book. It dropped.
Oh, I forgot. I don't think Richie got it. Was it good?
It was okay. It was all right. It's a one shot. It was all right. Basically, it's like a takeover from the Sam Jackson, Nick Fury, from what is it, David Hasselhoff? Because that David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, makes an appearance in the book, and it seems like I don't know some because I kind of like skimmed through it, but I read it. You know, it was
That's
a long
supposed to be
read.
like his father, like the
Yeah,
original
it's his
Nick
pops.
Fury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was basically what's the girl's name, man? Forgot from this chick that what's the name? Let me see. I got it right here. Maria Hill. There you go. Maria Hill makes an appearance and she's there. I guess she's there to collect some type of key, right? I forgot what's the name of the key. Give me a second. A Zodiac key, whatever the fuck that is, right? And yeah, so it's between a battle between her and Nick Fury or whatever, and it was just it was confusing a little bit to read. And the Watcher made an appearance, and I'm like, why is the Watcher here? It was just like bugged out read. Mind you, it was written by Al Ewing, right? So you would think it was a good read. It was like I'm trying to put the pieces together read. You know what I mean?
We'll get to Al Ewing a little later in the show too.
And during that read or whatever, they kind of give like let me see. They kind of give like a backstory, right? So he picks up. I'm gonna give myself the one real quick so I can show because I got my tablet, right? So or whatever. So he's reading like an old issue, right? Of that, and it gives you the old school style of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just so confused. I'm like, what's the point of this shit?
Yeah.
You know, I guess I should have paid attention really because I was kind of skimming through because it was a lot to read, you know. But yeah, at the end, Maria Hill almost killed fucking David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, you know, but you know he had to go into a different like alternate universe or whatever, and so basically Sam Jackson is taking over as the main Nick Fury, which I thought he was already. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, the read, not so much, man. I wasn't really feeling it. That was a weak book. My favorite read of the week basically was it's gonna be Nightwing. That was my favorite read. Even with the Hallows Eve being all right too. But over here it says Nick Fury and the Agents of Shield is gonna be appearing in I think Fantastic Four run or whatever. What issue are they on? Issue 6 or 5 or whatever. I think they're gonna make an appearance.
I think 8. I think.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, he's gonna be making an appearance. It tells you right now. Fantastic Four 7. It says the future of Nick Fury and Shield. Be sure to don't miss Fantastic Four 7. So I guess it's a backstory. Fantastic Four 7, and that's what I give it.
Danny Catch Ghost Rider #1 second print again. Same thing with the one. Same thing with the 1 in 25. Again, it was a really good read. I really liked it. Definitely my read of the week last week, I think.
Yeah, it sounded badass, man. The whole concept of it, you know.
Silk #2. You
read this, right? #1.
I read Silk 1. It was a quick read. You know, she's basically like she's trapped in a dream, and she's like going through time. So obviously this one she's going to be in the West. You know, I don't know.
I mean, well, in the West, not the East.
Yeah, the Old West.
Yeah, well, whatever. Next,
Silver Surfer Ghostlight #5. This is the last issue. Kind of a cool cover, I guess.
Yeah.
But it says Ghostlight's journey comes to an epic finale. What will become Marvel's newest cosmic hero? So I'm wondering if they plan to keep him around.
I don't like the idea of that, man. Just don't meddle with Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is just a dope character. Why would you gonna fuck that up? Torrent Cart. That being said, I mean, I'm not feeling the character, but the art is just crazy. That's it.
And of course, a second printing for 3. You know, I keep saying I can't believe it, but in a way you kind of have to, because it's like when you make everyone order every copy before it comes out, most stores probably didn't order 2, 3, 4, 5 because they didn't know how it was going to do. And now they're ordering this because they don't have any copies of any of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Whatever.
Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White, and Red #3. Just on here for courtesy. Nick Klein 125 is dope.
Okay. All right. I do like the 1 in 25.
Thor 35. So a couple things to say about Thor. So this is the end of Thor. Thank God. Thor is going to be written by Al Ewing. Did you know that? The Immortal Thor.
Immortal Thor?
Yeah.
Oh, just to say.
I swear to God.
I mean, it's whatever.
And I don't like the... And Alex Ross, I think, is doing the main covers. Don't like it.
Don't knock it till you try it. How about
okay, but look, I know a lot of people swear by Al Ewing. He's another one. Kind of like Jeff Johns with me. I understand that they've done good things. It hasn't been anything that I've read by either of them. So, anyway, I like all these covers for Thor 35. Thor 34, first of all, the art is not good. Obviously, Donny Cates no longer on it. Nick Klein no longer doing the interiors either. And I want to know if they just took Donny Cates' whatever his idea was and said, Donny, what was this idea you had at the end with this whole fucking thing? Or they just had to come up with something. Because there's like some good idea in there, but it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, so Hela is this baby that they keep jumping through time, who I think was formed out of an Infinity Stone, which is that new black one, which I think is called the Death, the Death Stone, I think, or something. And you find out that Hela is the baby at the end, and then Thor takes her and he's like, I want you to see your real father. And you kind of see what it's leading up to, and Loki is her father. Like I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this book?
I don't know. I don't even know why you're still reading it, bro.
Because I had to. I mean, when you get so far, you kind of got to see it to, I guess in a way. But in reality, I should have dropped this series after issue 6. But you never would have thought, especially looking at Donny Cates' Venom run, it was so strong. And then what happened with the War of the Realms shit, which he didn't write? It went on a little hiatus, and then it came back strong. Maybe it didn't finish strong, but it was decent. And you kind of thought the same thing would happen with Thor, and it just never did.
That 1 in 25 was pretty cool, though.
What? This?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a 1 in 25, by the way. That's cover C. That's an error.
Cover C's gold.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, they haven't done incentives on that book in quite some time, which just shows you how trash that book is, considering the fact that so many other books that are just as trashy get 1 in 25s all the time.
Yeah. All right. What we got here? Let's see. Let's go through this.
Dead Romans, #4. I dropped that book.
Doodoo son.
It just, I like the art. It didn't lend well to the story. It didn't match. It's not that it couldn't match. It just didn't match. It was too hard to tell what was going on because the characters looked too much alike. And I don't know. I mean, I love that time period and all. It just didn't work. God, I'm getting clogged up now. Even though this says DC stuff, it really isn't on
FOC this week?
Yeah, it's not.
All right, so we got some Marvels there. Got a facsimile.
Yeah, 122. If you don't have a real 122. Yeah, I think I had already put this on, so I think this got pushed again. The Return of the Winter Soldier Omnibus. Here's that other Carnage Reigns Omega cover.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, obviously this will be colored in.
That's why we should have said like that.
Yeah.
All right, some Daredevil. Okay, look at that.
Mark Waid stuff. Daredevil and Echo #2.
Foil.
Facsimile, a foil variant.
Okay.
I think you need to get that.
I might. I don't even have to the price.
Wait, what's PI?
Private investigator. Magnum.
Yeah. Huh.
That's Tom Selleck.
Yeah, that's right. That's Magnum PI. Darth Vader. This Dr. Aphra, I was trying to think, is this like an homage to fucking number 3 from
Is it though?
the Darth Vader one with her first appearance? It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I don't think it's like a direct homage, but like
I'm trying to remember how that cover looks. I forgot, bro. Yo, my memory's bad. All right, what else we got? I got Storm.
yeah, story number 2. Not hearing. I don't hear anybody talk about X-Men books. I don't.
Yo, no, I listen. I was scrolling through IG and I see comic book what is it, the CBR, right, the website, and they talk about how Hank McCoy is like the mutant god now. He's a mutant god. So
He's a mutant god.
yes. Don't know what that means, but
I'll tell you what it means. It means stupid.
yeah.
What do we got here? Remember, we have to go through this now because, and I'm assuming you're gonna start seeing image books down here now too,
Really?
which kind of sucks. Yeah, just like when they don't do business anymore with Diamond, they get put in here. Dark Horse is in here. IDW is in here.
Okay.
I know that originally, TMNT Last Ronin is doing a one-shot off of the Lost Years book. They're calling it Lost Days Special. So an offshoot of the offshoot. That got pulled back. They originally had that up here. Hunger and Dusk.
Yeah.
What is this? Hunger and Dusk, IDW. Pretty cool looking.
Man.
No?
That's not my thing, man. I'm just saying.
Hunger and Dusk.
My Little Pony now, that's my thing.
Wait, Murder by Mail?
Murder by Mail.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. My Little Pony, that's your thing right there?
Not as many shit.
Ninja Funk one shot? What? What the fuck is this? Bolo's Playground? Okay.
David Mack? Like what? Come on, guys.
Okay. First of all, as I've mentioned before, Ninja Funk is the worst book, no lie, that I've ever read in my entire life. Not to rehash that. Okay? Complete, utter garbage. And obviously, it didn't do too well past number 1 because it wasn't that good. But a one-shot called Bolo's Playground?
Read the synopsis. Let's just read the synopsis.
Okay, yeah, let's read the synopsis.
Let's do that.
Okay. Marvel and DC artist David Mack, known for his work on Marvel's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and for co-creating their series Echo, returns to the world of Ninja Funk in this special one-shot. Return to the world of Ninja Funk with this special one-shot as the band of frequency-bending warriors encounter an all-new challenge. Mr. Bolo, dealer of galactic oddities, faces off against Ninja Funk after McFly exploits a time portal. Laser Wolf wants to use it to save BB, but Bolo believes that another use may destabilize the fabric of reality itself. Allies are at odds, but Ninja Funk are only toys inside the walls of Bolo's Playground.
Now,
horrible fucking synopsis.
Cool. I want to ask the people in the comments real quick who's watching this. Let me know. Does that interest you guys? Did that what we just read? Does that interest you guys? I just honestly speaking, let me know because first of all, the first paragraph was clickbait. David Mack,
right. And usually that goes at the end.
Yeah,
not at the beginning.
So nice job there, Diamond, working with Whatnot.
And here's another thing. Now Massive Whatnot. I think they're getting away from the Whatnot name because they bought Massive. Or I think they bought Massive or something like that. That's how they got their publishing arm. I don't know all the details. But here's the thing that I have a real problem with. Now, obviously, I'm not an insider to Whatnot, so I'm just kind of speculating here. But why in the world would you, Bolo, who, as far as I know, are in charge of the Whatnot publishing allow a book to be written about you?
Is it written about?
That's him.
Yo,
That is so self-serving.
dude, I'm
Like,
just
you don't see like fucking, like when Image first started, them saying, let's do a Spawn book that is called Mr. McFarlane's Playground.
Jim Lee's Playground.
Yeah, right. I mean, like what a bad idea. First of all, this book is terrible. Number one, I don't even need to read it to know it's terrible. Number two, why would he allow that to happen? Like, I'm not. I mean, maybe this guy is grateful to him for giving him the opportunity to write a book, which I can understand that. But if that was me in charge of this, I'd be like, look, I appreciate it. We're not doing a book that is some sort of an homage to me. It looks really bad.
So you telling me you're not gonna get this book and go to a con, and when you see him, have him signed and get a yellow label on this? Why not?
Oh no. I mean, I'll tell you this. I'll do this. I'll do the same thing that I did when the first issue came out. Which, if any store I know actually orders this, which they won't, but if any store actually orders this, I will read it just to prove a point. And God forbid if it actually came out and was actually good, I would come on here and say, look, I stand corrected. This is a good read.
So you're gonna read?
I would bet my entire collection on it ain't.
You're gonna read this?
I will. I'm not gonna order it. I will read it if one of my shops gets it.
Okay. All right. Listen, man. I have no hopes for this shit because the first Ninja Funk was horrible. Josh already talked about it on here, and
it's not just Josh. I mean, granted, look, do I think a lot of people probably went on and ripped this book just because it's Whatnot and didn't actually read it? Yeah. But to be fair, I mean, there were a lot of people that actually did read it, and I'm sorry. It's bad. Really bad.
Basura. Word of the day, guys. Basura.
Anyway.
All right.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, so they put up the covers for Star Wars High Republic Adventures. This is another weird thing. I don't know if 6, 7, and 8 are all on FOC this week. This is another book that jumps around all the time. It may be. So I would just get your orders in now if you ordered through like Previews World through Pullbox. What else? Oh, here's another fucking Whatnot book. Exiled. Here's another one. I mean, this is a Wesley Snipes book, and you don't hear nothing about this book.
I guess they were trying to catch a Keanu Reeves type thing, right? With what was it, Berserker, but not.
I mean, look, that book died after about 2 issues, 3 issues.
Fright Night. Okay. Is that Exo Manowar? Yep.
Yeah, Exo Manowar. And this is another book that I can't believe. I mean, I really think that this book is purely supported by Eli.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you one thing. And listen, the Exo Manowar probably better than the damn fucking Ninja Funk. So
dude, my fucking left ass cheek is a better read than fucking Ninja Funk.
Oh shit!
So, I mean, like, that ain't giving it like some like big credit.
Just say it.
I'm not even fucking kidding you.
That's all we got.
Me reading my old fucking police reports of me getting arrested is fucking better reading than Ninja Funk.
Oh my god,
that takes me to a place where I don't want to go.
Reading the ingredients of a bottle of ketchup and shit probably more interesting than that shit. Probably.
Yeah, and I hate ketchup.
Oh shit, man.
So make sure you go over to comicbookinvest.com for all your comic book information needs. And a couple things I wanted to mention. A couple things I haven't mentioned in a long time. Number one, make sure that you are always going and looking all the way up until about Sunday for books to pop up on like Previews World, because things do get added all the time. We film this on Thursdays. I'm checking all the way up until literally we film. So things will get added after the fact. Like I know we missed what was it? Edge of Spider-Verse number 3, the 1 in 100 and the 1 in 200, or I think or maybe it was just the 1 in 200. I can't remember. Which got added after we had already filmed. So that does happen. Another thing for people who actually go over to CBSI and look for the actual list of books that I send Ben every week. I haven't done that in about a month, and that's my fault. I usually do that while I'm at work Friday morning. I just haven't been able to get around to it. And what was the other thing? I can't remember.
Don't know.
Oh well.
Sorry. Sometimes you gotta just write it out.
Yeah.
So you remember. I'd be thinking the same shit too. But yeah, man. That's all we have, guys. We're almost on an hour, right?
Yeah. I was hoping we were going to get some more time at the end of the show to talk about some stuff. I mean, I guess we could, but
We could. Why not? We want to make it 9 minutes.
we can make 9 minutes. What do you want to talk about in 9 minutes? You want me to talk about my Tears of the Kingdom experience?
Definitely not.
No? Okay.
Definitely
I'm not talking about. I don't mean for 9 minutes.
No. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, you can talk about your Zelda. Go ahead, man.
So, again, still reserving judgment. I am not even at the first dungeon yet because I am just running around doing a bunch of shit. I will say that I like it a lot better than Breath of the Wild, which I hated Breath of the Wild.
How many times have you played Breath of the Wild?
That's a good question. It's more like how many hours have I played it? I guess.
All right, so how many hours?
I'm gonna say maybe about 10, maybe 15.
That doesn't sound like much, bro.
It's not. And the other thing that I'm trying to think about is if I went back and played Breath of the Wild now, would I like it better? And I still think the answer is no. Because I'll tell you this. I did get through 2 of the Divine Beasts in Breath of the Wild. And I fucking hated them. The bosses, I fucking hated them. Everything in the world is the same. It's very sparse. I really do stand by Breath of the Wild was almost like a beta test for Tears of the Kingdom. I really do believe that. I just like this a lot better. Are there things that I still don't like about it? Yes. Having breakable weapons, it's more. I understand it more in this game, and the story kind of makes it make more sense in a way. So it's a little bit more easy to deal with. That being said, I still think some things break way too easy. But the story is a million times better. There's so many more things to do. I really need to finish Star Wars. I think I'm almost done. It's the only thing that I'm going to have to platinum that game.
I just downloaded because my son has the Game Pass, right, for the Xbox. So he downloaded the first one. I haven't played the first one yet, and I want to get into that before I get into the second, the sequel to that.
Okay.
I've been hearing good things about the sequel, man. So
yeah, just don't play it on PC because it's like broken on PC. We can finish talking about the PlayStation conference, by the way. What did you think about the Metal Gear? 3?
Oh my god, let's talk about that. Yo, first of all, when I saw that shit, right? Because it's like a teaser, right? It wasn't really much showing you anything. So they show you all the fucking animals, the jungle and all that shit, the snake and all that, whatever. And didn't know what was going on, right? I didn't know.
Oh really?
I mean, I knew it was a trailer for it, but it didn't seem like a Metal Gear trailer. Right?
This had been rumored for a long ass time.
Yeah, but yeah. Once they showed Snake.
Yeah.
Not Solid Snake, obviously, but when they show Snake,
Big Boss.
Yeah, Big Boss. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking dope with the graphics and everything of PlayStation 5, and obviously they just determined today it's going to be on other consoles, it's going to be on Xbox also. I was so fucking hyped, man. I was like, yes, I need this. And the crazy part, listen, I love Metal Gear. I'm one of the people that I play the franchise, but Snake Eater. That's the only game I did not play, Josh.
I've never played it either.
I've never played Snake Eater, and
I never played 1 or 3.
I played 1. I played Sons of Liberty, but I did not play 3.
Dude, 1. I've tried to go back and play 1 when the PS3 collection came out. That game is fucking unplayable today. Unplayable.
They're releasing those again. You know that, right?
Yes, and hopefully now, obviously, they're not remaking. Well,
No.
hang on, I'll get to that. But I hope they at least update the controls so it's playable, because it is unplayable right now. Also,
Back then it was playable though.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, I never played it, but it was like, revolutionary.
Yeah, big time.
Maybe not revolutionary, but 2 was.
Yeah, it is. You can say that. Fuck that. Yeah, it was.
I guess, but 2 was more. It was really like the revolutionary one.
Yeah.
I was in college when that game came out.
Man. Yeah, but the first one was more like. Listen, 2 was the best one, right? For me, because I haven't played 3. You know what I mean? But Metal Gear Solid, the first one, when you playing it, it was just so dope with the tactics you could do, the sneaking around, hiding in boxes, smoking your cigarettes, doing all that. So the exclamation point, the dialogue between you and the Colonel, and all that shit was fucking dope. And it was just, I love the Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, all that snake. You know what I mean? It was dope. It was awesome, man.
Well, I think the big thing too was the whole chain with Raiden.
Yeah.
Did you? So from what I've been told, 3 has the most cohesive story, and what I think you're gonna get, depending on how this one sells, and there is a little bit of worry that it's Konami, no Kojima on this, which I get. I've never been this huge Kojima guy. Like don't get me wrong. Like I like some of the stuff that he's done, but like Kojima, fans love him, obsessively so, weirdly so, think he's a god.
Yeah.
And I just don't see it like that. He's done some good stuff, don't get me wrong. But depending on how this one sells, because it's not called Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, it's being called Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater. And 3 is technically the first one, I believe, if I remember right.
It's a prequel. Yeah,
that happens in chronological order. So don't be surprised if they remake every single one of them.
Oh, you know what?
Kind of like Resident Evil. Yeah,
that makes sense.
See that. Yeah, I can see that happening, depending on how this one.
So if you would do that, then the original Metal Gear Solid will be next.
Yeah, I think, the original. Well, would they remake the original Metal Gear? Though?
You saw the Nintendo one?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting if they would.
Because wait a minute, no, because the next one I think that comes after 3 is actually 5. I think.
Yeah.
Is the Phantom Pain?
Yeah.
I think.
Which was a good game. I
loved it.
Is that the one? That's the one when Snake dies, right? Solid Snake.
5.
Was it 5?
Dude, I'll tell you this. I can't even fucking really remember the story. Yeah. His stories are so bonkers. You can't even remember them.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I think that's one of the biggest mistakes to kill Solid Snake. I ain't like that. But yeah, man, I'm excited about.
No, he dies in 4, doesn't he? He dies at the end of 4.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
When he's the old man.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I forget these. But yeah, man, Snake Eater, I can't wait for it. They show you a little teaser of what, like a cinematic teaser, basically. Not much gameplay, but you can figure it out. You can imagine how the gameplay is going to be.
So here it is. So here's the chronological order. Snake Eater is first, then Portable Ops, then Peace Walker, which was a really good game for the Vita.
I had it.
With no doubt, one of the fucking dopest, stupidest names ever, Hot Coldman.
I forgot about Peacemaker.
Peace Walker. And then 75 is Ground Zeroes, 84 is Phantom Pain, 95 is Metal Gear, 99 is Solid Snake, 2005 is Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, 2007, 2009 is Sons of Liberty, 2014 is Guns of the Patriots, and then 2018 is Rising Revengeance. That's the just the Raiden one. The Raiden one.
So Solid. So Metal Gear Solid comes on little later than.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, I think before those, they're not going to remake those. I think it's going to be
just the Metal Gear Solid shit.
Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid shit. Yeah. which is one, Sons of Liberty, and maybe I don't think they're gonna go beyond that.
I'm wondering if they would remake Guns of the Patriots though.
Don't
Guns
know.
of the Patriots is like a fucking movie.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Like 88 hours of cutscenes in it.
What did they say? I don't think it's coming out in no time soon, though.
No. They didn't even put their own logo on the trailer. They didn't. Konami, like, I mean, we all assumed it would be Konami, but like, obviously it is, and they announced it afterward. And I think it's another studio that they're having do it, but they didn't even put that on the trailer. So, but it could be closer than you think because this has been rumored for years that this was going to be done by Blue Point. And I kind of wish if this was being done by Blue Point, this game would be phenomenal. But it can't be because it would have to be a PlayStation exclusive because Sony bought Blue Point like 2 years ago, I think. Blue Point has done the Demon Souls remake. They did the Shadow of the Colossus remake. Do you ever play Shadow of the Colossus?
No.
Fucking fantastic game. Both the original and the remake. Fantastic. But it's definitely not for everybody. But it is just one of those fucking games that's classic game.
Yeah, you ever play Bulletstorm?
Yes.
Horrible.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Why'd you bring that up?
I don't know. I don't know why. But you talk about that game, and it's like, I don't know. It just popped in my head. I love Gears of War. It's from the same makers, right? Epic or whatever. And that shit was just a shit game. I don't know why it popped in my head, but yeah. But yeah, man.
Because it's made by fucking dude. Look, I'm gonna say this again. Gears of War is fine. It's a fine game.
It is a fine game.
It is not a great game. It doesn't sell that well either.
You don't have to listen. It's more of a cult following, Gears of War. Basically.
100%. I think it's run its fucking course. But this is another point that we argue about. It is so funny that Microsoft has the most money out of all three of these companies, and they are so far behind the other two in terms of putting shit out. They just are. And Sony ain't doing that great right now. Me personally, compared to the last 10 years where it was just banger after banger. Their conferences were just, they knock it out of the park every single time. No. Now they're kind of in a little bit of a rut. But Microsoft has literally not done anything, I would argue, since the Xbox 360.
Dude, not really, because the Xbox, I think this is a dope ass console. I turn my shit on more than the PlayStation. I'll tell you that, but that's just me.
Again, I'm not talking. Take third party games out of the equation. What Microsoft produced games are you playing?
I mean, besides my Gears of War, really not
Nothing,
much.
Because they don't have anything.
But at the same time, I'm more of a simplistic person.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're
not. No, but I understand that. But I can't argue with you because of that. Because I'm just a one game guy. You know what I mean?
I have an Xbox. If they had dope first party games, I would buy them. I bought an Xbox specifically for Ori, which is a dope game. And so is, I haven't played the sequel. I have it, but which is also dope from what I know. And I played all the Gears of War games. They were okay. Halo 4 is a good game. But they don't have anything.
Halo sucked ever since Bungie sold them.
Halo 4 was really good.
Bungie was listen, man.
I understand that. I'm not disagreeing, but Halo 4 was really good. Everything since is
Halo 4 was okay. But even believe it or not, I liked the Halo standalone games. Like what the fuck was the games, man?
Like ODST and shit.
ODST, like they were fucking dope. Those side the standalones, man. But going back to Gears, man, Gears of War, what's one of the things that stand out for Gears of War for me, and which is pretty badass, to this day. Just the Unreal engine that they run with that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty cool, man. If anybody's familiar with the Unreal tournaments and stuff like that, it's just fucking awesome. That's kind of what got me into Gears.
I never finished Gears 5. As a matter of fact, I barely started it. I have it too. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. To me, it continued off perfectly with 4, so it was pretty good, but it's kind of woke a little bit, and
yeah.
Yeah, you know how things are.
Well, the
But
focus is on the girl.
yeah. So
I mean, I don't really mind that. I mean, they've basically killed off all the main characters. But try going back and playing like the original Gears right now.
oof,
Yo,
it's tough. It's
real
tough.
tough.
Yeah. I tried that. The graphics are dark and
Oh, real
it's
tough, man.
clanky and all that shit. Yeah, but I'll
Dude,
tell you one thing.
they did a remaster of that game, or a
Oh, they did.
remake, or a
Pretty good.
remake. I think it was a remake, but it wasn't that good.
No, it was good. It was good. I mean, just because I'm biased, you know what I'm saying?
The
But I'll tell you
story
one.
in that first one is bad. I think the story is the best in 4, and what I would assume would be 5. I mean, the story just isn't that good.
The best stories were 2 and 3, especially 3. When Dom died was just like that
Yeah.
shit's just like it
Yeah.
was fucking crazy, 2 and 3 had the best stories. 4 was good, and 5 was good too.
Did you ever play Judgment Day? Or
Judgment was
yeah.
Listen, let's delete that.
Dude,
That
I
doesn't exist,
playing
bro.
that because I wanted to go in order of all of them. I'm like, I started playing that for about like 5 hours. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, we deleted that. That doesn't
Yeah.
exist. All right,
Yeah.
but it was bad. Another thing about Judgment is just because the fact that they changed the controlling of certain weapons. Don't touch what's not broken. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking tamper with anything. And that's what kind of fucked it up for me. I didn't enjoy it. The story sucked. What? Yeah.
Did you ever play? I know I mentioned this last week. Did you ever play any of the Darksiders games? We were talking about Joe Mad last week and Battle Chasers. Never.
My brother did. Yeah, my brother. He's a
Yeah. I don't know if you would like him because it's probably just not your game. But if you are into, I'm gonna say Zelda 3D games like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, that kind of shit. Metroidvania-esque type games, having to unlock shit, get certain items, but in a demonic sense. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse is what it's about. Go back and play Darksiders 1 and 2. There is a third one. The third one is not good.
Yo, I'm about to put you on before you go on. I'm about to put you on. The last time I played a game like that, right?
Yeah.
Was Final Fantasy VII, bro.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it came out for PlayStation 1, bro.
Okay.
Not that I haven't. I don't know. Ever since then, I feel like that's the only type of game that I play like that, and that's it.
But that's an RPG. I mean, this isn't really an RPG though. Darkside. The first 2.
It's not. Oh, okay.
No, but the first 2, especially the first one, and I think they hold up well. I mean, I haven't played them in a while, but the graphics are very cartoony or very Joe Mad style. So I mean, he drew it all. So like it holds up well, or it should hold up well. And the story is just really good. I think so. Go play him if you haven't. And then there's Darksiders Genesis, which is a little bit different style of game. I haven't. I still have never played it though. But go check those out if you.
I know it's already an hour and almost 10 minutes of us, yapping or whatever. I did want to mention this before we go. The last game I want to talk about, Assassin's Creed. You saw the trailer?
Yeah.
Yo, man,
I'm excited.
Yo, I got the vibes of the early Assassin's Creed 2, 3. The originals. Didn't play much of Valhalla and like the Black Flag and all that stuff.
Origins, Odyssey.
Yeah, I didn't play much of that, so I can't really say much. But damn, dude, like, and it gives me the same thing, and it's just like the graphics now. Oh man, dude, I'm excited for that. It takes place in the Middle East, right? The Middle East this time.
Iraq.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be so.
Baghdad. Yeah. The only thing that I wish, and I'm kind of putting the brakes on because they've teased me before where they've said things like, oh, we're trying to go back to our roots and blah, 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 blah. And they never do. This looks like it, though. This finally looks like it, even though it's still in the same engine as Valhalla, which, I mean, you kind of have to understand because this was originally, it was originally just supposed to be a DLC to Valhalla, and then they just kind of spun it out. The only two things that suck about this though is the character that is based around Basim, which is this is happening I think 2 decades before Valhalla. He shows up in Valhalla and he ends up kind of being the bad guy at the end, which sucks because he's a likable character. He's very similar to Ezio, almost sounds like him. And you guys kind of ruined him before he even like you could have maybe based a trilogy off this.
Yeah.
Because people are excited, which I'm kind of glad to see, because I've also seen it the other way where a lot of people will be like, this isn't the Assassin's Creed I want. I like the open world Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey. No, that's not what Assassin's Creed is. And if you go into the video on YouTube from Ubisoft, almost all the comments are like, finally, a return to what this was originally.
Yeah.
The other thing that sucks too is when which they had to do, and I'm not going to get into the whole story thing, but when they went back to Origins, which is technically before the Assassin's Order happened, they started calling them the Hidden Ones because they couldn't call them the Assassins because they had already established that the Assassins happened in like the year either like 10 something or 11 something, I forget. So they're still using this whole Hidden Ones instead of Assassins, the Hidden Ones in the Order of Ancients instead of the Assassins and the Templars. So that's still kind of sucks. But.
Yeah. I mean, listen, without going into details, man, what's your favorite Assassin's Creed? Just simple.
It's not simple because
why isn't it simple, bro? I can tell you why. It's two.
Because I would probably say 2, but I see 2, Brotherhood and Revelations as all one giant game.
So
and
that's
it really is.
So say 2.
But I don't know. Like Brotherhood perfected it. And Revelations, I never understood why people have such a problem. So many people have such a problem with Revelations. I loved Revelations.
I would love later down the line, not now, because I know you focusing on, but remake those 1, 2, and 3.
I could only wish.
That would be so beautiful, man. Oh, definitely copping that.
They
did it with Resident Evil. Man. I could see, come on.
Maybe, but I don't know.
That would be beautiful.
I think this is kind of, in a way, what you're getting with this game, where it's like an homage to 1 with a little bit of 2 in terms of the character.
But yeah, man, I just love it, man.
Isn't it funny how every time we say this is going to be the shortest show, it ends up being the longest show?
Yeah, but they love it, man. They love it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. PlayStation did very well, man. I enjoyed the games that we talked about. I didn't see the whole show, but the games they did talk about, I did see trailers for it, and I'm excited for it, man. Just excited for it.
Yo, you know what's on tonight?
What besides the Miami and
yeah, besides that,
Celtics? What?
Yeah, Shakespeare in Love.
I mean, what am I supposed to do with that?
Shakespeare in Love. Remember from Scary Movie? Remember that movie, Scary Movie? When she's in the theater.
Damn, Scary Movie. Wow.
Remember when she's in the theater and she's on her phone and she's like, yeah, girl, we at the theater. Shakespeare in Love.
Every time you say every time people mention Scary Movie, I always remember the scene of Shawn Wayne's in the bathroom.
Dude, that's when it's happening, when she's in the movie theater.
Oh man, that shit was hilarious, bro. Yeah. Fucking yeah. Those movies, I'm gonna tell you right now, those early scary movies, they can't do that shit now, bro. They can't.
If you haven't noticed, I'm gay, and so is Ray. I ain't gay.
Oh,
what do you mean? He's like, what do you mean? You took me to? I forget where he took him. He's like, so I wanted to go shopping. He's like, but you took me to this gay dance club or whatever. He's like, they have good music.
I haven't heard it. Yeah, I gotta go back to those, man. Scary Movie was one of those funny movies. But guys, man, you already know, man. Friday, catch the Warriors, man. If you watch this Friday, catch them tonight, 9:30. Auction.
Oh, there's an auction?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be selling some books. Or you could just pass through, man, and hear us, just talk shit, make some jokes. You ain't gotta buy nothing if you don't want, man. But
I didn't make a pigs joke this week, man.
See, no Superman books. That's why.
Well,
No Superman books, but
I don't know. I like seeing Biggs in person.
yeah.
Biggs and Manny.
Dan, he didn't mention his boy over here, but
I know. Well, you go without saying, but I see you every week.
yeah,
I don't know. We've said this before. Not so much Biggs, but Manny is a completely different person in person than he is.
yeah.
Completely different.
Yo, listen, man. Manny is
Possible.
but this is why I give him a hard time because that's the way he is. Like because Manny's a sweetheart, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, man.
Yeah.
Manny's a sweetheart, man. He is. He's a nice guy, man. He'll give you the shirt off his back, definitely, man. But I just egg him. I like to egg him. I just like to see that, because when he gets mad, he gets mad. You know.
I was told he's a big. He's. I'm not even put that out there.
Oh man, but yeah, guys, man. Again, guys, man. Just make sure you tune into New York Warriors channel, guys. And I know you'll see me. I'm not sure you're gonna see this guy, but
no, you won't.
You'll see him once in the blue on other future auctions or whatever.
We have another show on Sunday, so.
Do you have a show? Oh yeah, where at?
The local, the Bristol show at the DoubleTree.
Okay.
In Bristol, Connecticut, Sunday.
Well, there you go, guys. If y'all are local in Connecticut, there you go, man. Go see y'all selling?
Yeah. Richie is, yeah. I mean, we worked the booth with him.
Yeah. All right, then, guys. There you go. All right, man. Other than that, man, I guess I got nothing else to talk about, man. Might have to do. Listen, I keep saying it, but we do need to do 2 separate shows. Just keep the fucking FOC stuff separate from what the
yeah. I agree.
But it's just at the time, right? Maybe we're gonna. You know what we should do, Josh? 2 videos on
the same day.
Yeah. Just knock it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, enough talking, man. Let me get the fuck out of here. All right, later. Peace.